Let's bring in CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small. Taurean, good to see you. Can you walk us through the break that we are seeing in the Republican Party ahead of this vote that's expected to happen tomorrow? And there was a back and forth between Marjorie Taylor Greene, I should say, and the president.
Yeah, considering the fact that Congresswoman Greene is and has been such a staunch supporter of the president, a fierce defender and cheerleader, this rift is pretty seismic. We've seen the breakdown happen over a couple of weeks now, largely surrounding this Epstein vote. But ultimately, though, we've seen, as the president has done to previous political opponents, the name calling that he's used with other opponents, he's using with Marjorie Taylor Greene. In fact, a post from social media, he said, or he called her wacky Marjorie Traitor Brown, and in parentheses, remember Greene turns brown when there's rot involved. Not afraid to go to the name calling for her, but this is something that Greene herself has said she's had quite a bit of pause with as she's at this inflection point of her support for the president. She's taken to social media, she's taken to the Sunday shows to say that she's also reflective of the vitriol that she's brought to public discourse. She's been apologizing for it, but she's acknowledged that the feud with Trump is bringing what she's calling death threats and great harm to her and her family. This is the president's response to her saying that she's now concerned by his rhetoric.
Those are the types of words used that can radicalize people against me.
Her life is in danger? Who's that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she says.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
Yeah, a huge dismissal of her thoughts and her feelings there because, again, like Olivia just laid out, he really wants to move on beyond the Epstein files, calling it a hoax and linking it to Democrats, even though, as you know, Mugo, as we've been talking about for weeks now, there's a growing amount of groundswell of support for the release and full transparency also within the Republican Party here.
And Taurean, we're also seeing a push from some Epstein survivors to release the files. Some of those survivors, they want to meet with President Trump, but will that actually happen?
Well, we'll see. The likelihood of it happening is very low, but this also comes after some survivors came together to put forth the national ad calling out lawmakers to pass the Epstein Transparency Act. But we also know Representative Ro Khanna, a Democrat I should mention, said that at some point he wants to have a talk with the president to coax him into meeting with those victims. We reached out to the White House to see if they were receptive of that, and they told CBS News that they're framing this differently, saying that this administration has done more around the transparency of this, releasing the most documents from the estate. They're saying that no other administration has been forthcoming with this information, but again, dodging on the question whether or not the president would be up to actually meeting with the Mugo.
Okay, Taurean Small at the Capitol for us today. Thank you.